Hi everyone, this is Kim. Today I am 11 weeks out post-op from the vertical gastric sleeve, and I've lost about 60 pounds altogether. I've lost 36 since surgery, which was October 17th, 2016. My highest weight was 243, and now I'm at 183. I've been stuck at this weight plus 3 added pounds for quite a while now. I've finally lost the 3 pounds, but I've been at this weight before I gained the 3 for quite a while. But I'm still losing inches. I can tell in my clothes that I had an outfit that I had worn for Thanksgiving, and I put it on today, and the pants, which were leggings, which I thought were tight, were now hanging off of the hips. So I still seem to be losing a lot in my legs and my hips and my stomach. This is taking its own sweet time. Maybe it's age. But I got up early today and I had to go get my driver's license picture taken. So that's why I'm making my video, because I actually washed and fixed my hair, even though it needs cutting and it kind of looks stringy. But I wanted to show you my before. If you can see, cover up the numbers. Does it look anything like me? It looks like my mother. And then today I look kind of waxy. So yay. So my husband's traveling to Nevada, and he said, did you get your picture made? And I showed it to him. He said, you look so different. And I guess I don't see it like he's seeing it, but my parents, especially my dad, he's always teasing me because I look more and more like him as I lose weight. But I just find it funny. But I am using a straw to drink my water. It just helps me get in the water. I don't use a straw with everything, but the water just makes it easy. Just makes it easier. We're not supposed to use a straw. My doctor doesn't want us to use a straw, and I don't always use one, but when I am trying to get in that extra, I'm trying to do 90 ounces of water a day. I don't always hit that, but when I do, it's simply because I managed to use a straw for the last 33.8 ounces of it. The straw comes in handy. But I wanted to show you, which I think everybody's seen these, to celebrate. They are the calcium chews. These are caramel. They're really good. They're a lot easier for me to get down than the Celebrate, the chewables. They're supposed to melt, but they don't. They're big, thick, chalky things. These are a lot easier for me. I even bought my mother these just because she's older. I thought it might help her with her bones, and I knew she would eat something like this. She's a diabetic, so this might help her in the long run. And I also want to show you a few things that I like to snack on. These are organic coconut chips. I don't know if you can see that. They have for 1/2 a cup, and I don't eat 1/2 a cup. I eat 1/4 a cup, and this is for 1/2 a cup. It's 10 carbs with 4 fiber, so it'd be 6 carbs, and then it's got 5 sugars and 2 proteins. This is just a snack for me. This is something when I want to nibble. This is what I go to. And I also want to show you my new favorite breakfast. I've been using the Chobani non-fat yogurt. I don't like the taste of this by itself. I think it's nasty. But if you add in a teaspoon of the Torrentani sugar-free, this is the salted caramel, but I've got like 8 flavors in there. They're all good. I even like peppermint. And then I take these coconut seeds. They're called a grainless granola. They do have 18 grams of fat, so I only use 0.5 ounces on here. But that makes a lot in a 1/2 a cup of yogurt, or 1/4 a cup of yogurt, depending on what I eat that morning. It's got 15 carbs. Subtract 5, which will be 10 carbs when you add in the fiber, and it's got 4 protein, 6 sugars. This is a little more than what I would normally eat, but when you subtract everything down with the calories and the intake of fat, when you make this instead of 1.5 ounces into 0.5 ounces, it makes this yogurt with the syrup taste super yummy, and it fills me up. I don't really want to snack after I eat that. And I've also been doing the protein coffee, but I still use the decaf coffee, even though I really want to crave the 1/2 and 1/2. I don't use that. And also, this is from the South. A lot of people do this. I have never eaten these in my life. I've watched my mother eat these, but they're kind of good in a way if you want to crunch like you're having a potato chips. It is these they're called pork cracklings, but we call them pork rinds. But for 1/2 an ounce, you get 80 calories, 0 carbs and 7 protein. That's just a little snack or two. I'm not snacking on all these every day, but sometimes you just PMS. I had a hysterectomy. I still PMS even though I don't have a menstrual cycle. I still PMS, so this comes in handy when you just need something that you want to sit and snack. And I do separate these and I weigh them and I put them in my little bowl, and that's all I get, and I don't come back for seconds. Another thing I've been doing, I don't make New Year's resolutions because I just don't, because it doesn't do any good for me. I don't stick to them. I don't stick to them at all. So what I do, what we've always had a problem with the resolutions is our birthday. My mom's birthday and my birthday are January 7th and 8th. And we always start a diet. Right after Christmas, the diets start. Nobody has ever celebrated a birthday. We don't do cake. We don't do any of that. Well, I turned 50 this year, and I'll turn 50 Sunday at the 8th. And I decided I'm going to have a birthday cake. I'm not going to eat the birthday cake, but I am going to have my mother and father over and whomever else chooses to come by and have a little birthday. And I'm not doing black. I might be over the hill, but with this surgery and my weight loss, I feel a lot better, and I'm striving for goals, and I just feel like this is a new life for me, and I'm not going to celebrate being over the hill. I'm going to celebrate how I feel inside, which is young and pink and girly, because I am not a girly person, and I'm going to make this birthday fun. It's just going to be festive and have everybody over for, it's going to be a pink cake. Yes, it's going to be the ombre pink. It's going to be cute, and I'll take pictures later, but I've got to go order the cake. But anyway, those are a few things going on with me, and I'm doing the fitness and nutrition. I found this at Michael's. This is just a neat little calendar. You write down everything in it, when you exercise, what you eat, how much, which I've been doing that on notebook paper and in my Fitbit thing. I do use the PAL thing that people are using, but I never could calculate my food correctly in there. It never had anything that I was eating. And if you make something, it's even harder for me to calculate. So I just use my Fitbit app, and that gives me a more accurate reading. And like everybody else, I did a planner. Yes, I'm doing a planner. I am going to use this as a scrapbook because this dates back to when I had my surgery. So I'm putting pictures in here of when I started and as I've worked my way through each month or each goal. Kind of something I'm doing for myself. It's just going to be able to look back for a year and see what my accomplishments have been. But that's really my only goals, is I'm trying to exercise more. I'm recovering from the flu. Last time I talked to you, I had a cold that lasted for a month. And then I got over that, and just as soon as I got well, it wasn't 2 weeks later that I was introduced by a family member to the flu. And it has stayed with me over a week. And I'm just now getting over the nasty part. I'm still coughing junk. My son has it. My husband had it. They're both recovering from that, but my husband flew out today to Nevada for his job. So my son starts back to school tomorrow, so I feel like it's gonna free me up with time to meal prep a little better for me, not having to fix for everyone. I'm gonna fix some chicken chili tonight so that lasts my son and I for days on end, and I'm a person that will eat like that. I don't need a variety of food. I just need to have something handy so that I can grab it and go, and I do freeze my portion sizes so if I need it for lunch, I can have it. That way I'm not eating cheese so much. I like cheese. I do worry about the fat content in cheese, and just the dairy overall does not sit well with my how do I say this? Some foods give me a lot of mucus. It's nasty, but it does as part of my lung issue. I've got sarcoidosis, which I've told you before. So the dairy kind of icks me out sometimes, so I'm really not doing cheese as much as most people are on here. The yogurt doesn't affect me as badly, but cheese does. Or if I eat a starch, I will. So my vegetables have been healthy if I manage to eat any. Once I fix 2 ounces of meat, trying to get in a vegetable with that is not going to happen. It's just not. So I really need to work on maybe eating an ounce of each part of the time and an ounce of each like 2 hours later to try to fit in a full complete meal, because if not, I want to eat junk. I want to find stuff. I did that through Christmas. I grazed. I gained 3 pounds and I had my blood sugar high. I had to use insulin, and that was from a Rice Krispie treat. Not the 3 pounds, but the insulin problem. The other 3, just lack of exercise, lack of motivation. It was cold. I didn't want to do anything. So I nibbled here and there, and I drank some holiday punch, which was not alcoholic, but I still drank it, and it was all sugar. So I gained 3 pounds, but I lost it. I lost it immediately. As soon as I got right back on my plan, I lost it. So now I'm trying to get under 180. I wanted to be under 180 for my birthday. I don't think that's going to happen unless I have a drastic weight loss, because I am exercising every day. I'm trying to do watching Kitty. I can never think of her handle. She's doing the 117 challenge, where you walk 117 miles from January 1st to January 31st. Well, mine started late because of flu. I just started yesterday, and I'm having to build up. So I'll probably have to go carry it on into February. But even if I walk close to 100, I'll be happy with that. Just getting walking for me. And I do step aerobics about every other day. I haven't while I had the flu, because I don't have the lung capacity for that. Because the aerobics is the major cardio for me. I can sweat like crazy and burn. I really burn all over when I do aerobics, which is old school. But I found some other DVDs I have of Jillian Michaels. I've had some old Richard Simmons stuff. I've got all kinds of stuff that I can just pop in and go, and I need to do that instead of just doing step aerobics. So I'm wanting to change it up a little. I did jog some, but it killed my knees, even with the knee things on. I bought the knee braces. So I'm really not into the jogging part. I'm not. I rather walk, and I walk super fast, so it's almost as if I'm jogging. And I may get up to the point where I can, but I'm going to have to do this every day to be able to jog, and that's just, I don't want to hurt myself. I have a bad back, and I find my back burning if I jog. So it's just a lot of little things. But overall, this has been a very positive surgery. I wish I had done this years ago. I tell my cousins, my friends, anybody that is close to my age, if you are unhealthy and you want to make a change, go ahead and have this surgery. I mean, your experience may be a lot different from mine. I did not have all that pain. I had it when I first woke up. I had it for 3 days. After that, I weaned myself off medicine and was in Kroger like day 4 after surgery, day 5. So I recovered so much better than I did after my hysterectomy. That nearly killed me. That put me in hospital for a month with the NG tube because my colon was cut and stitched into my incision because I had a C-section with that because my uterus was too large to take out otherwise. So this surgery was a breeze for me. A lot of people are celebrating their plastics. I don't. My arms are huge. In order to fit into the smaller shirts, I'm going to have to lose arms. Keep telling this, but all this is like fat. I got a little muscle going over there, but this is fatty. I've always had big arms. Even when I was thin, I had arms. That's just my hereditary. All my grandmothers had super large arms. My mother escaped it, which is good. She's got little skinny arms, but and I've lost my chest, which I didn't have one to begin with, so I don't like a boy. Not happy about that. I still don't know if I want implants. My major concern with plastics right now, which I'm super not out far enough to even think about plastics, but if I do have to have anything done, it's going to be arms so that I can wear a dress or fit into smaller shirts. Because I went from a 3X shirt to a 1X shirt, and what's keeping me in the 1X is these arms. Now, they have went down drastically, but they are just getting hangier and hangier. And I even do a weight regimen with some of my workouts. For my arms, I'll do some arm with weights. But I know I need to do some of the more strength building too. But the arms they're happy. They're happy like they are. They've been happy like this since even when I was thin, I had big arms. So that may be something I have to look to with plastics. I don't know. We'll just see what a year or so brings to me. I don't even know if I can do it financially. I'm not working, so I'm taking a break from that, which I have to say I'm missing my job. I'm missing my social life with my job. But with this sarcoidosis, I'm not released to go back to work. So it's kind of frustrating when your kid is 17 and they're getting ready to head off to college, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with myself every day? But he's not going off. He wants to stay close to home. He's only 17, so I'm not complaining. He's my only child, so if he wants to live at home and go to college, that's fine with me. For a starter college, I went there. I got an excellent degree there. I also have a degree from Hawaii, but that was in teaching, and that was like, ugh. I didn't like doing that. So I went and got a different degree. But I have all admiration for teachers, because it takes a strong person to work with teenagers. I'm not one of them. If I was a teacher right now, I would work with little ones. I don't want to work with teenagers that are mean. He's not mean, thank goodness. He tells me what they do at school, what the mean ones do, and these teachers put up a lot of crap. But anyway, I just wanted to step in and talk to you. I'll probably get back with you next week on my 3-month post-op. So we'll see if I hit my 180 before my birthday, which is Sunday. So let's see. That's another thing I'm looking forward to, is fixing to turn the big 50. So we'll see how that goes. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.